Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Rose and Lily from the future here.
Many months in the future. Not many months.
Like a month.
A month.
In between the time that we recorded this episode and
Edited it. It's now going to be posted.
There have been multiple active shooter situations.
At churches.
Where people have died.
Unfortunately.
And we're very sorry to everyone whose lives were lost and also their families.
Changed, yes.
Yes. In this episode of Warehouse 13, there is an active shooter situation in a church.
Just a bit of a content warning.
So, content warning if you don't want to listen to that, especially right now, given the
state of things.
Circumstances.
Yeah.
Which, it's kind of crazy that, this thing that happened in the fictional show
happened in real life.
Multiple times. In,
even.
the last month.
That's insane.
That's kind of crazy.
Well, yeah.
Very devastating, so...
Just wanted to give a warning and a...
because we do talk about it in the episode. We don't talk about the real-life circumstances.
Because that hadn't happened yet.
Had not happened yet, but just so you know. Anyways, thank you.
Enjoy the pod if you're going to listen.
And also, again, very sorry to those
everyone.
Everyone affected by these events.
What the hell is Warehouse 13?
What the hell is Warehouse 13?
Oh my god, have we got the answer for you in this new episode, which we all love. Ugh, love! Should I just start with the plot synopsis, or is there anything that we should talk about first?
I'm Rose.
I am Lily.
Great, let's talk about the plot synopsis.
Awesome. Plot synopsis. Pete and Micah are sent to investigate a town where the inhabitants' minds are being altered, making them act as they please. Meanwhile, Artie is confused by the energy flows going on in the warehouse by Mr. Knock Knock. There is still somebody trying to hack the computers of Warehouse 13. Oh my goodness.
That's directly from the wiki, by the way.
Yes. Which they're really good at that. They're really good at writing things that... It makes sense.
It makes sense.
I
understood it, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Mr. Knock Knock.
Yeah, it's just in a way that I never would have said that.
How would you have said it?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, I wouldn't have... I don't think I would have mentioned Mr. Knock Knock.
No.
I think...
No, well, it's relevant to the next episode.
And well, no, of course. And I wouldn't necessarily be like energy flows. It doesn't read as energy flows to me. But yeah. No, I would talk about the hackers. I would talk about the main A plot, of course.
Speaking of, so this episode starts in France.
Yes.
Funny enough.
I mean, I should have said oui oui.
Like Pete?
Because she has to use the toilet. She's like, oh my god.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, Mr. Micah's is... Oh my god. They're at an opera house or whatever, right?
A museum, probably.
A museum, yeah. I mean, they're in a museum. And Pete is trying to get this blade from a guillotine. And while he's doing that, Micah is
distracting the
guards.
Dealing with the guards.
And she's like, in French. She's like, excuse me, where's the toilet? And he's like, you cannot be here right now. So I just assume that, why would she start with that? Why wouldn't she just shoot him with the Tesla?
Well, she does shoot him with the Tesla immediately after that.
Why would you wait?
Maybe she thought she could handle this better, without using the Tesla.
True.
Because guess what? Pete didn't charge it. She tries to shoot some more guards.
She can't do it.
It's dead.
It's dead.
So she has a situation where she, oh no, has to super badass fight scene all these security guards.
No, oh my god, she fakes getting Like, she kneels and puts her arms up, and then she, like, I don't know, roundhouse kicks them or something. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, it's terrible.
But it's so, yeah, no. Ugh, Pete, how could you do this? How could you do this?
Hey, at least Pete's not even there to enjoy it. It's just for us.
That's true.
So it's a little treat for us.
It's a little treat. Should we talk about the artifact that they're trying to get?
Sure, let's talk about Marie Antoinette's guillotine blade. So, on the actual Warehouse 13 wiki page for Marie Antoinette's guillotine, it doesn't actually say that much information about it, but for some reason, on the episode page, it says...
It says it differently than the actual page for the actual artifact.
It says... It says it's a conduit for bloodlust and communism.
And communism.
Which isn't in the episode. And communism. I don't know if that's anywhere else in...
No, I mean, and also, like, for real life, right? Was the revolution that happened in France, was that a communist
Do you think whoever wrote this Wikipedia entry was like,
oh, it's a revolution, it must be communist?
Or what if they're like, my great-great-grandfather was French bourgeoisie and he got his head chopped off
because of the communists?
Because of the communists.
That would be, you know what? That might actually be the truth.
That's my
Because
theory.
why else would you put communism, like, what? Where does that come from? Because honestly, in the show, it just is just like an energy blast. It's just like a blast of energy. And neither Pete or Micah are infected by, like, the bloodlust / communism.
No, it just says it releases a shockwave of energy when it falls. Hey, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Is it like when it's raised in the air, then you get bloodlust and communism?
Maybe it's only when somebody's head gets chopped off, they're like, oh, we're filled with bloodlust and communism now.
Because that would totally happen. And also, I brought this up when we watched this. This guillotine wasn't just her head. Like, it was also the king's head and also their children's heads.
It probably would have been a lot of heads.
Yeah, no, especially it would be more than just their family, but, like, Marie Antoinette is the one that, like, made it an artifact or something.
Yeah, it's not just guillotine blade from the French Revolution. It's specifically Marie Antoinette.
Which they they usually do, like, a person's noun, right?
Yeah, known communist Marie Antoinette.
Robespierre, known communist. Okay, alright. That's not even that much, like, in the episode. That's just, like the first 2 minutes of the episode is them getting this artifact.
Micah beating up these security guards, though, foreshadowing her violence towards men in this episode.
Ugh. Love.
And also, this spy shit with the lasers.
You know what you wrote? This doesn't really come up again. This doesn't come up again, like, basically at all.
Maybe it doesn't worth forgetting, but...
You're right. We'll probably get to an episode and be like, oh, you're right, the Mission Impossible episode.
Right, the Mission Impossible.
No, because they do have a heist episode that introduces one of the characters later that has...
Do they have lasers in that one?
That's why I was thinking they don't have lasers. And it's also just the end of the heist at the beginning of the episode. Interesting.
Love to see it, though.
Yeah.
I'm
adding that to the list of when we get $1 billion and also the IP to Warehouse 13 and make a reboot and also an amusement park. But first the reboot so that we can get more people to the amusement park, right?
Yes.
That's one of the episodes that we're going to make in the reboot, of course.
Is the
Mission Impossible episode where they do a heist and they do the lasers and they do the coming down from the ceiling and
absolutely.
Do.
Micah coming down from the ceiling.
Absolute black catsuit.
Oh my gosh. Genius.
Curled hair even.
Gagged.
Gagged.
I can't wait for them to hand us over the IP for
and also get $1 billion.
$1 million.
Okay. What happens next?
They go back to the warehouse, and Artie is checking the surveillance, doing his thing where he checks for artifacts, I guess. And we get to see some clips from this town where we see, like, this middle schooler taking his violin. He's playing it real well, starts beating the shit out of it.
He like, stops for a second, and then he just, like, destroys it on a wall.
Yeah.
He breaks the bow in half, and then just starts whamming that shit.
There's this old lady who throws some ashes from a urn at a
urn?
hospital. An urn.
An urn.
Yeah. And then starts spray painting the word fuck, except she only gets to
God.
F-U-C.
It's like the first third of the letter C.
And she writes the F and the U so big that she would not have room to finish the word even a little bit.
No. That K would be really, really small and at the bottom. Like, really, really small.
And also, I'm like, that's so funny that that's the meanest word she could think of to, like, maybe she was gonna write, like, fuck you.
Yeah.
But still, like...
She wrote that F really big. She just had to commit.
Her trauma is that her husband died of a heart attack there. Why wouldn't she write, like...
Killers.
Or some shit.
Malpractice.
Yeah.
That one's probably a little too long.
Yeah, malpractice. And then, we see a nun,
climb up a ladder up to a roof and is like standing there, and a bunch of people are crying around like, oh my god, no, don't do it, don't jump. But then she jumps.
She's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
She lives. She gets like a broken wrist or something.
Yeah.
She's fine.
Probably.
It's snowy. She landed in a snowbank.
Yeah. And then we cut back to Pete and Micah, who are arguing in the stacks of artifacts. I love these guys. I love it when they're arguing. I love it when they're friends.
Literally. Ugh. And it's so believable.
It's so believable.
They argue like real people.
They really do. When Artie's over the intercom and is like, hey guys.
Hey guys. Like, he says it so quiet, too. He's not like, I'm blasting the fucking alarm being like, watch the negative energy. Quote, watch your negative energy.
Yeah. And he goos them.
He sprays a shitload of goo on them. Like, it's a lot of goo. It's not a little bit.
A comedic amount of goo for comedic effect.
And then they start fighting. Like, they start fighting.
Oh my god, they're just like siblings.
They really are.
Immediately they're like, oh haha.
I'm gonna flick my goo at you.
And like, I'm sure this has happened before or will happen again.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For certain.
For sure.
And no.
They're probably getting goo on them at least once a week in this early, like, period of them being an agent.
One thing I was curious about is the physical consistency of this goo.
It seemed different than usual.
It's like liquidy. It's like
Yeah.
watery.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm used to goo being more gooey.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't gooey this time for some reason.
It threw me off.
It was like liquid. Yeah.
It threw me off. So
It
they're
was like colored cornstarch, but thin.
yeah.
It wasn't goo at all, one might say.
Oh my god, it wasn't really goo?
No, what? They didn't have the fucking purple bird that makes the goo? They don't really have that?
Are you serious?
Oh my god, no way.
Oh.
Hey, they couldn't do practical effects for this episode. They had to make up their own goo.
Can you imagine? And then they go to the B&B and Artie's telling them about their mission. They have to go to this town in Colorado called...
First Pete is talking with Artie.
Oh, well, yes, I was getting to that.
Okay.
And he explains the mission to them around this time.
Yeah.
Where he's like, you guys need to go to Unionville, Colorado and figure out what's going on. Why are these people behaving in such strange ways?
Yeah.
And Artie being the father figure that he is, Pete's like complaining about Micah and how Micah's all bossy and won't listen
Not
to
in
him.
front of her.
Not in front of her.
They
no,
don't do
she's
this in
not
front
there.
of each other.
No. And Artie's like, hey, you're in charge.
Just let her have the feeling of being in charge, basically.
Yeah, let her think she's in charge. And of course, Micah... Well, there's this great scene where Micah's talking to Lena, and she's like, God, I could just punch him. I could just punch him all the fucking time. I hate this guy.
Honestly, truth. Because I would think that, too, if I knew Pete Latimer in real life.
I don't know. Well...
No, he would be annoying.
Yeah, well...
He would be annoying.
Yeah.
He would make at least one too many misogynistic jokes.
That's probably true.
He's a little bit too much of a I can't think of the word. Like, he's a little too boyish, you know? He needs to have a little more reality. Yeah, he's a little too immature.
That's true. I understand where Micah's annoyance is coming from. So she's complaining to Artie, and she's like, Artie...
She's complaining to Lena.
Well, she complains to Lena.
And then she complains to Artie.
And then she complains to Artie, and she's like, Artie, someone needs to be in charge. And Artie's like, great, I agree, it's you. You're in charge. Just, maybe...
You know how Pete is.
Yeah.
Let him think that he's in charge.
Take the lead a little bit. And also, when you go on this mission, you have to ask the questions.
You have to ask the questions. It's like, do you smell fudge? Does your spleen hurt?
And Micah's like, Artie, not the questions.
She does not like the questions. She's like, these questions fucking suck.
I mean, they're strange. They're strange questions.
Gallbladder feeling numb.
Gallbladder feeling numb. How?
All of my organs feel numb. Like, I can't feel any of my organs.
Do you know what? I feel like I can feel my organs. I feel like...
Well, no, I can feel my stomach sometimes.
If it was like pins and needles, immediately I would be like, something's pins and needles in my body.
Right. But numb? Numb meaning you can't feel anything. Like, if you just had, like, numbing on your arm.
I
you
know
what
what
I mean?
numb means. I feel like I'd be squishing my stomach around. I'd be like, what? Something's different here.
I don't know.
Something's strange.
How would you know that?
I don't even know where your gallbladder is, so I'm talking out of my ass, but...
Yeah, it's in the it's in the stomachular organs area.
Okay.
Assumedly.
And then they go on their mission. They go to Unionville. Oh my gosh, I forgot to grab my things that have the rankings for the trip. Hang on. 1 second. No, I have paused.
Oh, okay. Unionville is great. It's just like a Midwestern town, basically. It's basically like your stereotypical farm town. It's a bit smaller. And it is winter right now. And I read, like, on a little trivia, they were like, it could have only happened this weekend, or this weekend. Like, the 6th through the 8th, the 11th through the 13th, or the 26th through the 28th. I'm like, oh my god, girl, like, it's not that serious. We don't need to know that, you know? And it's like, it definitely happened at the very least. Like, at the all the way at the end. It could have only happened December 2008. I'm like, listen, I am anal about this fucking show. Absolutely. I get the brainworms. I'm not afraid to admit it. But at the same time, I don't think I really need to be knowing or caring about what exact day and time it is for when each episode happens. You know what I mean? I know that each episode happens after every other episode. I don't need to know, hey, this was exactly December 6th through the 8th, 2008. Like, okay. That's a little too much, in my opinion.
You good, bro?
I'm good. I just think, like, these people are out nerding me. They're out nerding me.
Oh, you're upset because they're out nerding you.
Kind of.
Okay, I see.
But then also it's like, okay, you could use your energy for this show for something else. You could use this for making characters. You could use this for writing a fucking, like, paper. Instead, you're using it to find the exact date and time.
Maybe they like that. Maybe they're like a chronographer.
Okay, sure. They really like calendars.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're a calendar nerd.
Sure.
So we were gonna do this last episode, and I completely forgot.
Me too.
But we've been ranking all of the title cards because in every episode, they have these. Every time they go to a new location, they flash up a title, and it usually has a little, like, PowerPoint transition.
Like for the second episode, they go to Chicago, right? And they'll show, like, Chicago, Illinois.
Yes. But we're gonna eventually rank them all in order, so I'm not gonna talk about the Chicago ones right now, but I figure maybe we could talk about the Unionville ones. Yeah. Well, they also do one for Paris, France.
Which, I don't remember it, so it must not be good.
I ranked it 3 out of 10. I think they show it and swipe it.
Yeah.
Colorado, or there's 2 different Unionville, Colorado title cards in this episode. The first one, I ranked 3 out of 10. It's basically the same as the Paris, France. The second one, I ranked 5 out of 10. Because I think it had a slightly more interesting transition.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah, right now at the beginning of the show, they're kind of weak sauce.
Yeah. They'll get into ones later where it, like, matches the, like, place that they're going, or, like, you know, if there's, like, a storm happening, then they'll have, like, leaves blow into it and, like, fade out or some shit like that.
They do some
and we're
cool
like,
stuff.
oh, okay. That's why we're ranking all of them, because some of them are just, like, dookie ones, where it's just, like, you just need to know. You know, it's just, like, the letters, and then they move off the screen.
The feces on the walls.
Yeah. But then they get good later. They get really good later.
They do get really good later, and I can't wait.
Much like a lot of things in this show gets really good later.
Sure.
Yeah, it does.
Some things
we get more characters. We get the plots.
No,
oh my god.
The characters.
Absolutely.
I'm thinking late show.
No, late show, in the middle it gets good.
Peaks and valleys.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Anyways, they go to Unionville, Colorado. The first thing they see is this old woman, who I think is the same old woman who was throwing the urn at the wall, terrorizing. She wasn't terrorizing the hospital.
She wasn't terrorizing anyone.
She was just...
If I saw that old woman...
I'd be like...
Respect.
You get him, Karen.
Tip my hat to you.
Yeah. She's kicking the shit out of this newspaper stand thing.
She's got like an umbrella, right? She's beating it up with an umbrella and breaking the glass.
And she says 50 cents. Can you believe that?
I would love it if fucking magazines and newspapers were only 50 cents.
Oh my gosh.
In this economy?
She doesn't even know. She doesn't even know how bad it's going to get.
Well, she probably dies soon.
I was going to say that. I didn't want to say that,
woman.
but she's probably dead now. She's not real.
She's also not real.
Well, the actress is.
Well, yeah. But I would feel bad if the actress is dead. But we don't know.
Anyways. So the artifact clearly is making people, like...
Act out.
Yeah.
Act out.
Just do whatever the heck they want to do.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking every single retail worker in this town...
Absolutely.
I'd
be jumping over the counter like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'd start biting people, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, no, for sure, me too.
Like later when Micah gets infected, whammied, and Pete is saying something stupid, and she just says to him, "You're an ass." Like, that's what it would be.
Every single person.
Every single person.
I'm glad I don't work in retail.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun.
They meet Mr. EMT.
What is his name? It doesn't really matter.
I'll look.
He's Mr. EMT.
No, I'll look.
Ellis? Luis?
I think it's Ellis.
It's definitely...
Ellis or Luis.
Okay. It's not Tommy, and it's not Dave. And reporter, he's not a reporter.
What if it is Dave?
Wait, no, it's not Dave, because Dave is like, "Dave, what are you doing?" You know, later.
Right.
So it has to be Ellis, right?
Ross. His name's Ross.
Okay, so that wasn't even on there at all.
Fully none of the names that we... Oh, he's in the guest star section, not the cast section.
Thank you, Ivan Sergey.
Sorry, Ivan Sergey.
What?
Thank you.
Wait, Mrs. Frederick is in here?
She's credited for the episode. I bet maybe she's just credited as a guest star for, like, the whole season.
Well, that makes sense.
That's possible.
Okay. Ross, Mr. EMT.
Yes, he looks like a Ross.
He does look... You know what? He does look like a Ross.
He's chatting with Micah, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, you're so smart."
They're at a coffee shop or whatever.
They're always at a coffee shop.
The old lady bashed some guy's head through the fucking glass.
Right, I almost entirely forgot about
shows up.
The entire scene where she bashes his head through the glass.
I remember it because I'm like, okay, girl, work.
Literally.
I would do that shit too. Especially because he was a doctor. And he was talking on the phone while being in a fucking... Anyway, and he was like, can you stop, old lady? I'm taking an important phone call right now. And he's got one of those Bluetooth ear things. And so she's like, okay, fuck you. And just, like, bashes his head through the fucking glass of the, like, counter with the pastries.
The display case.
The display case. Yes, the display case. I think before this, Pete is talking to the police guy, or they were talking to the police guy, and they were at the police station or something. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. This is the next important thing that happens.
They basically, basically in every episode there's a cop that they talk to, and the cop's like, I don't know how I feel about you being in my town.
Yeah. Every single time, and it's like big cities or small cities. They're all the cops, and you know what? It's indicative of cops.
We're 3 for 3 right now.
Yeah, 3 for 3.
Well, one of them was the FBI. Same thing.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
same category.
Okay, Mike is talking to the EMT, and Pete's talking to the sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
And, fuck man, they get together, right? Hold on.
It's fun. Anyways, the reason why I talked about Micah talking to the EMT, she talks to the EMT, Pete talks to the cop, and he says something to her. He's like, are you like, oh, what is he, I forget what he says, but she goes, no, I just know a lot.
What?
Do you not remember when Micah does? Micah says that. When she's talking to Ross.
The EMT?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember that.
Because she's, like, saying some stuff, and he's like, whoa, how do you know that? And she's like, I just know a lot.
And she does just know a lot.
Which is true.
She does just know a lot.
I don't think they ever once say that Micah has an eidetic memory.
Yeah.
They never say she has.
I think they say it once. Exactly once.
But it's very clear she has an eidetic memory.
Yeah. She remembers everything for some reason.
She does, in fact, know a lot. And Pete's talking to the cop, and he finds out that the old woman, she's a middle school teacher, and he's like, oh, why would a middle school teacher do that? A middle school teacher would never do that. I was like, Pete, have you ever met a middle schooler?
Have you been a middle schooler?
They're pretty shitty.
Have you graduated from middle school and looked back at what you did as a middle schooler like, oh, I can't believe that the teachers didn't jump over the counter like Five Nights at Freddy's and bite us.
No, for real. You know what? Middle school teachers have more... Well, most middle school teachers have more patience than anyone ever.
I think that's true.
Because, 13-year-olds are so shitty.
They really are. And some of them will be, purposefully shitty to you.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where I would draw the line.
Yeah. And then I had the thought, hey, what if instead this episode was about a bunch of middle schoolers taking over this town?
Love. What is it called? Lord of the Flies artifact?
Yes!
Where it's the first original copy of Lord of the Flies.
Wouldn't that be so fucking funny?
The manuscript for Lord of the Flies. That would be great. We need an episode like that.
Literally, like the Grups episode of Star Trek.
Oh my god.
Sorry to keep bringing up Star Trek.
No, and what if it turns all the adults into children?
They would do that. They would do some shit like that on this show.
Like that. Oh my god, that would be so amazing, because then we could see a baby Micah and baby Pete, because they would get affected by the artifact, but they're still oh no, we need to find the artifact, but everyone else is trying to be like, I'm a kid now, or whatever, right?
Yeah. Or would they have to interact with adults or some shit, and they're like, hey, you're a child, and they're like,
I'm 16. I'm basically an adult. There's so much of that going on.
Wait. What if instead
of
Pete and Micah being middle schoolers, what if it's Artie's turned into a middle schooler?
That would be so good.
And they're like, we have to help our emo son.
Absolutely. What if it's Artie's no, don't come into this surrounding area, you'll be turned into a child too. I need you to stay outside while I try to find the artifact. You have to back me up. You have to be me.
Yes.
And they switch roles.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
We're totally thinking of we're just thinking of an entirely new episode at this point.
Well, we have some great ideas.
We do.
Anyways. And then Micah goes to interview the nun who tried to jump off the roof, or did jump off the roof.
Yes, at the church, with also the priest guy, Father Braid.
And they're like chatting. Micah's trying to figure out what's going on. She's like, "Hey, can I go talk to you alone for a minute?" They leave this nun, who they know is affected by the artifact.
Who they know jumps off roof.
And before they leave the room, she's like, "I really truly believe that I can fly. Like, I'm capable of flying. I'm going to fly."
Yeah.
She's full serious about it. They leave her alone in the room.
They leave the room fully, like they fully leave the room.
They fully leave the... No one is watching her.
Nope. Nope.
Hey, what did they think was gonna happen?
They're surprised when they come back and they're like, "Oh my god, Sister Grace Ellen, where is she?" "I don't know, man. Go up to the fucking roof."
Literally, and instead of someone going up to the roof, they all go outside to gawk at her standing on the roof.
Literally. Well, Father Braid does run back inside. So first he runs outside with everyone else.
Yeah.
Because he's like, "Oh my god." And then he runs back inside. Okay.
Does it go anywhere, or does he just run inside?
He just runs inside. He doesn't stop her from jumping at all.
Oh, see, I don't
She
even
jumps
remember
off
him
the
doing
roof.
that. So she jumps off the roof again.
Yep. And doesn't die.
Again, which, good, she doesn't die, but,
Yeah.
these people are so irresponsible.
They really are. They really... I mean, and it's if it was like... if Tommy, the kid, right, who busted up his violin, was in a fucking museum of ancient violins, and they're like, "Hey, we're just gonna leave this unattended child, who we know is going to bust up some violins in this fucking rich history of violins museum. We're just gonna leave him alone," and they turn around and 50 violins have been busted. They're gonna be shocked and surprised. You're gonna be shocked and surprised that he busted up the violins.
Michael would be like, Pete, we have a problem.
Micah, what's wrong?
He's got the violins, Pete.
You didn't charge the Tesla. I can't shoot a child with my gun. Oh. This episode's a little boring. It's a little boring.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
It's not my favorite.
It's not my favorite.
I do think about the artifact from this episode quite often.
I was gonna say, it's definitely very memorable.
I think the artifact is memorable. I didn't remember shit all about the plot except for the EMT.
Really?
Yeah.
I remembered the things that happened. I didn't really remember. Well, I remembered the stuff with the nun. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I remember her being a bigger character in the episode.
Yeah. Well, okay, I do remember the end, but okay. What happens after after the nun jumps off the roof?
So Pete, while this is going on, is talking to Mac, and Mac is like, "Hey man, I don't trust you." He says, "I don't trust people." He says, "I don't trust people who lie to me."
Well, certainly you wouldn't, I think.
I suppose not. And then he's like, "Hey, this is getting really shady. People are going into comas. This is messed up." He's like, is it the kid who goes into a coma first?
It's Tommy goes into a coma.
Yeah, he's like, "Poor little Tommy's in a coma." Hey, isn't that messed up? People don't just go into comas. I don't want to be like that. But sometimes people do just go into comas.
Yeah, it's usually like an underlying, obviously it's an underlying, illness that they don't even fucking know about.
Yeah.
So, if I was Micah, where she's still a little bit, in disbelief, because earlier she was like, "Oh, well, maybe it's a sickness that's making them do this," and Artie had to be like, no, it's an artifact. But, if I was still on her level of, disbelief, I would be like, you know what, maybe he does just have, seizures.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know at this point. This whole episode is them trying to figure out what the artifact is, basically. They don't know what the artifact is. A lot of some of the other episodes are like, "Oh, we know what the artifact is, but we don't know how to, get it." Someone has it. Or, we need to find it. We don't know where it is. But in this one, they're like, "Boy, gee, I wonder what's happening. We gotta figure it out."
Yeah, and this cop, he's miffed.
He's He's pretty aggressive.
He clearly does not trust Pete and Micah, although he doesn't really talk to Micah, so it's mostly Pete until the end of the episode.
Yeah.
And so Pete goes to the bar, and he's on the Farnsworth call with Artie. Love the Farnsworth calls with Artie.
Love. Love, love, love. Ugh, love.
I'm allowed to say it once or twice.
Yeah, I know.
and the bartender's kind of like, gives him a look, and he's like, book on tape. He says book on tape, which I love. And I kind of for a second, and this is probably just me thinking this, I fully thought that the bartender was hitting on Pete for a second.
You are the... You have the Yowie goggles on.
I do have the Yowie goggles on often. There was something going on there. I believe
it.
That there was something going on there.
I believe you.
I'm a Pete and Unionville bartender truther, and I will not be silent. And then also, Artie in this scene on his end is having some trouble with the warehouse fuse box, which is...
It's going crazy.
It's doing stuff. It's flashing lights.
And there's, like, electricity, like, popping everywhere, and there's, like, sparks and, like, electric bolts flying around the warehouse, which is, like, that's fucking crazy.
Going on and off.
Yeah.
The problem is getting worse. The hacker problem is clearly getting worse.
And Lena's there, and she's like, we have a hacker problem, and I was like, I'm fixing it. I'm literally fixing it.
This fuse box is wild.
Oh my god.
The lights.
It's an LED panel.
It's an LED panel.
Of like, okay, so it's like rows of the of the actual stacks, and it's like if a specific area isn't electrified, like it doesn't have any electricity, the LED will turn off. Which why? Hey, magic is real.
I know, magic is just science we haven't discovered yet.
Like, we're not gonna talk about this right now, but if you remember in the fucking basement of the warehouse with all the fucking, like, magic that's down there.
Yeah, no, I fully remember it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Why didn't they just have, like, a magical, like... Do you know what? I do like the steampunk love.
This isn't even steampunk. This is just, like, a weird fuse box.
It is. And it's not even like a fuse box. It's just like a
control panel.
Yeah, kind of. Like, he can turn the electricity on and off, but there's no, like, actual fuses.
Yeah. Which seems unreliable.
Yeah.
Anyways. So, Micah shows up at the bar. They're talking. Micah's like, oh, hey, the EMT's gonna show up. We're gonna have a little chit-chat. And Pete, being the good wingman that he is, wants Micah to get laid. So he makes a little joke where he's like, haha, use a condom.
Use protection.
Yeah, use protection. And she's like, fuck you, you fucking asshole. I hate you.
Literally.
I feel like Micah is kind of into this paramedic for like a couple minutes, and then he's like, oh, my wife is calling, or like my wife something. So she's like, oh, he's married. And then we find out very quickly that our favorite paramedic, Ross, has been whammied.
By the artifact.
And he starts oogling her boobies.
He, like, fully, like, leans forward, like, 45 degrees to stare at her boobs. And mind you, she's wearing, like, a button-up shirt. It's only, like, one button extra undone.
Yeah.
Like, it's, okay, so, like, obviously the first... I don't have to explain it. You can't even see, like, there's no cleavage.
There's no
cleavage. It's, like, her clavicle.
There's only the assumption that she has boobs, basically.
Yeah. Like, you can see that she would have boobs, but it's not, like, her full cleavage is out.
No.
There's not even a little bit of cleavage.
Nary cleavage in sight.
Fully 45 degrees leaning down staring at her boobs. It's honestly hilarious.
She's like, hey buddy,
my eyes are up here.
Yeah. The bartender eating the shit up. You can see him in the background watching them. Well, because they're being kind of loud too.
Well, that's true.
And she's trying to interview him, see what's up, because he's been whammy now, so we have some more information. Mm-hmm. While at the same time, he keeps touching her boobs and keeps being like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry.
Can I just touch one? Like, he reached his hand out and was like, can I just touch one?
And she's like, no.
She, like, grabs his finger and does, like, a judo flip or something, where he's,
great.
like, fully paralyzed because of how she's holding his
like,
finger.
Wow, I won't do it again, I won't do it again.
She handcuffs him to the fucking wall.
Yes, and he's like, thank you for this. I remember this part of this episode vividly because it's a little silly.
It's a little silly, and it's also, like, it's kind of serious.
It is, a little bit.
I feel like I'm used to, like, media's being like, ooh, I'm looking at a woman's boobs and I'm not supposed to. She's uncomfortable while I'm looking at her boobs and trying to touch them.
Micah clearly has a line of defense here, and he also,
absolutely.
as a character, clearly doesn't want to be doing this.
He's not a threat.
Yeah.
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 It's silly.
It's a sillier situation.
Yeah.
There's not a real danger.
No.
Mostly.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
She is fully being sexually harassed, but
You're
it's
right.
because of the artifact.
It is. I mean, there is danger, but...
It's like, okay, so, like, if subconsciously you wanted to touch some boobs.
What are the ethics behind boob touching?
Well, in this case, he is exempt from being, like, I don't know.
He
losing
literally
his
has
job.
no control
Yeah, he
over
literally
this.
has no control.
And Micah knows that, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, shouldn't be doing it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway, let's move on from the boob touching.
Okay.
Pete goes to the AA meeting, which there's
yes.
an AA meeting, of course, at the church.
And we get some Pete lore in this because they're like, oh, hey, are you new? And he's like, no, actually, I've been 8 years sober.
8 years, bro.
8 years, bruh.
Brah.
Not your bra.
He doesn't say that. He's being fully serious, like, oh no, man, I'm just passing through 8 years sober.
And
They fully just have an AA meeting.
yeah, and it's just a normal AA meeting, except
It's Dave, right? Mr.
it's Dave. Yes, Dave, his friend Dave, who he had just met, is giving his little talk about how long he's
Hi,
been
my name's Dave.
sober.
I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave. I'm an alcoholic. Sorry. Fuck. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, how long has he been sober? Like 15 years?
Yeah, he
or
was
something?
like 15 to 20 years sober,
Yeah.
like a shit-ass long time.
He stops mid-sentence, walks out of the room.
Completely just walks out. He doesn't say anything.
Yes, he goes to the bar. Pete knows what's up. He follows him to the bar. He's getting the alcohol out of his hands. He's like, hey, buddy, let's not do that.
20 years, man. What are you doing?
And then this other guy who was leading the Alcoholics Anonymous meeting.
Ellis. His name is Ellis.
Yes. He's like, who the hell are you? And he's like, this is Pete. What's his name?
Dave?
Dave's like, this is Pete. As if that explains anything.
Yeah.
And they find
Ellis
out...
would have seen him at the AA meeting.
That's true. They find out that Ellis is a therapist, and they're like, wait a second.
He's like, Dave, we talked about this in our session.
Yes.
You need to resist the temptation to drink alcohol.
Yes. And they're like, wait a second. Who else have you treated in this town? And he's like, well, I'm not... HIPAA, bro.
Yeah, HIPAA.
I'm not gonna tell you.
This is, like, one of the only times that this happens. Like, in the other episodes where, like, this is... Like, I don't believe it, because... Like, you would be like, oh, HIPAA. Or like, oh, it's illegal for me to give you this information.
Yes.
This is the only time where a character is like, I'm not doing that because of the actual laws in place to, prevent that from happening.
I think it's because usually people are just like, oh, you're Secret Service agents? Here's the information.
Yeah, well, that's true. I trust Pete Micah.
So they're like, well, you're gonna have to answer some questions, buddy. So Pete goes, and searches the therapist office, and he's like, what's this? And he finds a watch, and Ellis is like, no, don't touch that. That's the original
Joseph Dunninger's watch.
Yeah. And Pete goes, well, you didn't think that was important to mention? Which is another one of my favorite parts of the episode. And he's like freaking out. He's like, no,
I just acquired that.
I just acquired that. He's like, don't touch it, it's mint condition. And I'm like, chill, bro. Pete's literally wearing gloves. Like, he's not getting his skin oils on it. It's fine.
Yeah. And he puts it into, like, a bag and everything.
Yeah, it's literally...
I still wouldn't want it out of my possession, and especially not without a warrant, but... Hey, at least he didn't get smudges on it.
Pete is literally like, you'll probably get it back, too.
It's true.
Which I think in the moment, he thinks he's lying, but
Yeah.
he's gonna get the wash.
Yeah, guess what? It's not the watch.
And also, at some point, they go to the skating rink to have a quick Farnsworth call with Artie, just so we know that Micah likes to ice skate.
Yep.
Nothing happens. That's it.
She's from, like, Wisconsin or something.
Yeah.
It's a good Micah moment. Good Micah lore drop.
I'm glad she likes to ice skate. I don't remember if this ever happens again. It might happen one other time, but I don't even think Micah ice skates in that. The thing that I'm thinking of.
I don't, no. I don't really think so.
I guess it helps her think. Anyways, Pete goes back.
Both of them go back to the bar, right?
I don't remember. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Because yes. So they're at the bar. Pete is talking to Mac, and Mac is getting real aggro with him. He's like, hey, man, I don't trust what you're doing. Like, he basically gives the same spiel where he's like, I don't trust what you're doing here. I want you out of my town, blah, blah, blah. This is really sketchy.
Before this, Micah is not at the bar yet.
No.
She's talking to Father Braid.
Yes, and oh my god, I can't believe I forgot about this. This is so important, too. She's sitting in the chair at
Oh my god.
Father Braid's desk. And he's talking to her, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she's like,
It's men.
I hate men.
Don't you just want to kill them
all?
all?
Yes. That's a quote from
It's like The Office.
It's called like
It's not The Office.
It's called like The Oval.
Yeah, it's called The Oval.
Isn't
it's a BET thing.
Yeah, isn't it
It's
a Tyler Perry show?
Yeah, I think so.
It's from hit Tyler Perry show, The Oval.
The Oval. It's like The House or something. It's based off of the White House.
I'm pretty sure it's called
a soap
The Oval.
opera. I don't remember.
As
I know
in The
it was
Oval.
one word.
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
Because
we watched this we watched 50% of this episode at a hotel.
yes, it's called The Oval. Well, we watched more after that. We looked up the show after that.
That's true.
But it is called Tyler Perry's The Oval. It's so soap opera.
We quote it all the time.
we
Don't you just want to kill them all?
Yes. So, anyways.
Micah hates men now.
Yeah, Micah, well, she already hated men,
That's
but now
true.
she has
Physical reactions to hating specific men.
And she goes to the bar. Mac, by the way, is the cop.
He's the sheriff.
He's the sheriff.
Yeah.
He leaves, Micah shows up, and he's like, I got the watch, I think we figured it out. Score one for the Pete dog. Which apparently had such an impact on my psyche that I literally said to myself today when I had achieved a win, if you will. I said to myself, score one for the Pete dog.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Who said that? It's so funny how these things get added to our lexicon. Like, because you hear it one time and then you're like, yeah, whatever, that was something. And then later you, say it to yourself.
Yes.
And you're like, okay.
Well, now I'm gonna be saying score one for the Pete dog all the time.
Score one for the Pete dog.
And she goes, you're an ass. And punches
You're an ass. And punches him in the face. And then punches him in the face again.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna say Pete looks only semi-related. Pete looks great in this jacket.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, Pete is kind of an ass, and
It's just annoying.
Yeah, I understand why Micah feels the need to punch him. Him saying score one for the Pete dog is not honestly that much of an asshole thing. Bro's just happy. He's just happy.
I mean, if I was Micah and I was like, hey, I don't actually think that we got this, and then Pete comes up and he's like, I fucking won, score one for the Pete dog, I'd be like, you know what, that is fucking annoying. But at the same time, I'd be like, now why would you say that? Because that's silly. That's a silly thing to say. And he's a silly guy, so...
And then Micah's punching people. Chaos kind of breaks out at the bar. They have to go to jail or some shit. I think
Pete's like, Micah, you've got it. Whatever it is, you've got it.
And Micah's like, I need to be locked up. I need to be contained. I can't be around anyone. And Pete's like, no, don't be silly. We need to work on this case.
Yeah, we need to work on this together as partners. Hashtag besties. Hashtag bros. Hashtag brah. I watched Point Break recently, and they say brah in that because they're surfers, right? And now I'm like, oh, I have to say brah. I can't say bro, I have to say brah.
Whenever I hear the word bra, I think of being in the 5th grade. Because everyone in my 5th grade class all the time was always saying bra.
Yeah, instead of bro.
Instead of bro. Bra.
Brah. We have to bring bra back.
I don't think we do. I don't think we do need to do that even a little bit.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm gonna bring this up. I just clocked that was brah.
This is so stupid.
Another bit of slang that we picked up recently, because apparently my mother has been saying, I've just clocked that. You know, da-da-da-da-da. And she's been using it in such a, like, wrong context. Well, she'll just be like, instead of I noticed, she'll be like, I clocked. So, like, the one that I remember is like, oh, I just clocked that was the bill. Like...
At the restaurant.
At the restaurant that we were at.
Okay, I just clocked that these walls are blue.
Oh, I just clocked that we're talking about Warehouse 13.
Oh, my gosh. And so, they're... It's the next day, and Pete's like, hey, I'm not gonna let you go to jail. I'm not gonna let you get locked up. We need to work on this. And Micah's like, no, seriously, Pete. And this is the second time he's done this. He cares about her so much.
He does. They're besties now.
They're besties now, and she still wants to punch him, which, you know,
which
valid.
is great. Which she almost does again, but he dodges the punch.
Yeah.
He grabs her fist and is like, woo-cha. He would say woo-cha if he could.
And they still haven't figured this shit out.
Nope, they don't know what it is.
So they go back to the church, and they're talking to Father Braid.
Because they're getting ready for the Sunday service.
Yes. And they see everybody walking in. Actually, on the wiki, I'm pretty sure it says it's the Saturday service.
Oh, really?
Yeah, weren't you just complaining about it?
No, they said it was a couple days, that it was like the 11th or the 13th or whatever, right? So it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Because the Saturday was the AA meeting.
Okay.
And then Sunday would have been in the morning,
Oh,
Sunday
yes,
service.
yes. Okay, so it's Sunday service. They see everyone walking into the church, and they're like, wait a minute. Second. These are all the people that were doing the stuff.
Nun, an old woman, and a young boy?
You know what all those
crazy.
People do?
Go to church.
On Sunday.
On Sunday.
And apparently go into the
priest's office. The father's office.
I was going to call him the father, and I was like, I don't want to call him the father. He's not my dad.
No. He's not the father.
No. Anyways, they go, and they're talking, and they're like, wait a second. Did they all sit in this chair? Because Micah remembers that she sat in the chair and then was like, oh, I hate men. Oh, my God.
Wait a minute.
I hate men.
I figured it out.
I've cracked the code. And so they realize that this is...
Oh my God, it's the chair.
Ba-ba-da-ba. It's James Braid's chair.
They're like, oh my God. Because he's like, oh, I just acquired it from my great-great-great-great. And they're like, yeah, whatever. And then later they're like, what was the name of the guy that you acquired it from? And he's like, James Braid. And they're like...
Did you know who James Braid was outside of this episode?
I think I had heard the name exactly one time. Because
they call Artie, and right away they're like, oh, it's James Braid. They all know who James Braid is. I didn't know who James Braid was, which, I don't know. Maybe...
I knew it was related to hypnotism. When they said James Braid and then they said hypnotism, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense. That's what I thought it was.
Anyways, they figure it out right away because Artie looks it up. So James Braid's chair was created unintentionally through ferromagnetization, combined with James Braid's soothing voice.
And his voice.
So it's not...
his voice.
Yes, so it's not actually the chair that is the artifact.
It's technically a bifurcated artifact, if we want to get technical, because it won't work if you're just sitting in the chair, right? And it won't work if you just hear his voice. You have to hear his voice and be sitting in the chair.
But it's technically the springs in the chair that are the artifact, not quite the chair. And James Braid, he was a Scottish physician and surgeon, and is apparently one of the pioneers of hypnotism and hypnotherapy. So...
That's what it does. When
nugget.
You get hypnotized, you act out whatever your subconscious desires are, of course.
Nugget of education for today, which happens every time you're hypnotized.
Every time. When they say act like a chicken, it's because you want to act like a chicken.
Do you think hypnotism's real?
I think it's real if you believe it.
To some extent.
Yeah.
Like, I believe it can, like, stop people from, like, smoking. Because I've heard that's what people use, like, hypnotherapy for a lot.
But I think you have to believe in hypnotism for it to work. You feel like, this isn't going to work. You can placebo affect yourself out of being like... Yeah. That's probably the wrong phrase, but you know
Close
what I mean.
enough.
If they're like, oh, I don't know about this, then it's not going to work.
Yes. And it causes comas eventually if you're doing all the things because you're like... And you lose more and more control of your, like, conscious self, eventually will go into a coma. We don't see anyone else go into a coma in this episode, though, I don't think.
Just Dave and Tommy.
Oh, Dave also does?
Yeah, well, because we didn't say this, but at the bar earlier, when the EMT was handcuffed to the fucking bar.
Oh, right.
Dave comes in and he's, like, trying to drink.
They have to uncuff him because he passes out.
He passes out, and he's in a coma now.
Okay. Yeah, and it just causes you to uncontrollably act out unconscious desires.
Subconscious desires.
That's what I meant. Subconscious.
Okay, so they figure all this out, they get all this information, and then they hear screaming downstairs. And gunshots, ? And so they're like, oh my god, we need to go downstairs. Obviously, because they're Secret Service agents, and they have to protect the people.
Can I briefly mention one of my other favorite lines in this episode? Mr. Priest says, "Are you saying this chair caused all this?" It was just a little silly.
I don't eat mushrooms.
I don't eat mushrooms.
They have such great lines for the background actors whenever they're like...
Well, not background, but like...
The
side.
Side or background, because I don't eat mushrooms is just a background character.
That's true. She's in it for like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
We're referencing a future episode in which a character...
They experience the artifact, and then they get told, oh no, it was just mushrooms. It was just mushrooms. You all ate mushrooms and...
I don't eat mushrooms.
And she says it like that, too. She's so offended. Ugh.
And that's one of the things in our lexicon now that we say all the time.
We do. We say it all the time.
Anyways, they go downstairs.
It's Mac. He is... yelling, screaming, angry. I gotta clean up this town. I gotta get all the fucking evil people out of this fucking town because I'm a cop. I'm a cop.
I'm a cop. What's that song from?
What?
I thought you didn't like musicals or something.
Oh, yeah. Because we're cops.
Because we're cops.
That's all that I remember.
I know. That's all I remember either.
They say that they're like pretty fucking cool or something. I don't know. There's a second part in the chorus that
there's an entire song that we don't remember.
Oh no, of course, but like the chorus part that I
Oh my god,
remember.
can you hear that? They're out there.
Oh my god.
Right now.
Because we're cops. They heard us.
We summoned them. That was probably an ambulance.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways. What were we talking about?
Mac he's not shooting at people, but I think he like shot in the sky to get people's attention, and then they're all like cowering. They're all like, "Oh my god, we're gonna have like an active shooter situation in this fucking police station."
Well, they already have an active shooter situation.
Well, he hasn't shot anyone.
He's actively shooting.
That's true.
Anyways,
Pete and Mikey get downstairs. And they're like, oh my god, he's been infected by the artifact too.
But they know what the artifact is now.
Yeah.
So Pete goes to goop the chair, and Micah tries to talk him down. And I think this scene is well done. I think it carries the tension really well.
Yeah.
Sorry, to get serious for a second.
To put my filmographer goggles on.
Well, I just mean, like, it's a serious thing, and it feels serious.
It does. They do it well.
They do it well.
I believe that it would be way better for Micah to be talking him down than Pete.
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know. I think we could give Pete... Remember Pete in the last episode? When they were talking to Laura, they were both like, "Hey, Laura. Hey, Laura.
Hey, girl.
You okay, bud?"
Yeah. I don't know. I think in this specific circumstance, he was obviously way madder at Pete.
Well, also, based on what we know about this guy... Well, no, he was pretty pissed off at Pete.
Yeah.
I was going to say that when Micah's confronting him, because eventually she's like, okay, the only way I'm gonna get this guy to calm down is if I like show myself and be like, hey, leave all these other people alone.
I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, I'm the one that you're after. And he's like, there's probably a bunch of you in town by now. And then he has a bomber vest, so he activates his bomber vest, and Pete comes out, and he's like, hey.
I did it. I gooped the chair. We get this beautiful goop shot.
Oh my gosh.
Where the viewer is the chair and he throws goop on the camera.
POV, first person POV gooping. POV Pete is gooping you.
We were talking about certain shots in this that could be used for a zombie AU gift set and an accompanying fic.
Yes, the PDX reader fic. What does he say? Oh, he says, you're infected.
Yeah, you've got it. You're infected.
and then first person gooping.
Like, you get gooped so that you don't become a zombie.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And he's got the goo goggles on. Anyways.
Such whimsical choices.
Micah's confronting our bomber, and he says they never should have sent a woman.
Oh!
And which, as you can imagine, Micah was not too happy about. Nor anyone, I'm sure.
Oh no, of course. But Micah specifically, since she's very anti-man right now.
And also is under the influence of the artifact, so immediately she fucking tackles him.
She's like, oh, you did not just say that.
Yeah.
That's what she says, I think, exactly.
Yeah, she's like, oh, you did not.
First of all, I would not tackle someone who has a bomb vest on.
Well, she's under the influence of the artifact.
Absolutely. And I understand that. If it was me, I wouldn't have tackled him.
Sure.
Yeah, I actually believe.
Sure you wouldn't have.
I would have punched him or something. Or I would have got my gun out because they carry a fucking gun.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe they don't carry guns anymore. Maybe they only carry the Tesla.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway,
Anyways.
This is all hypothetical.
It gets down to the last few seconds of the bomb, and Pete,
okay, because Pete has to go back, because he comes back down, and he's like, I did it. I gooped the chair.
He gets shot at.
Yeah.
He's fine. But
he's like, okay, come back. So he goes back to the chair.
He grabs the fireman axe. He starts axing the chair.
And then we, cut between Micah wrestling Mac and Pete attacking the chair with the axe. And there's, this... And I think this is weird. That there's this, pulse of, energy. Like that was in the, the guillotine at the beginning. There was this, wave of energy that comes out of the... And I'm like, okay, so is that what happens when you destroy an artifact? Question mark?
Well, yes, that's what happens with the artifacts when they either get bagged or destroyed.
Right.
And the magnitude of the,
So he destroyed the artifact.
Yes, the magnitude of the effect is supposed to, convey how powerful the artifact is.
Right. It wasn't that powerful, then.
The chair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it...
It was only middling. I mean, it wasn't, weak, but it wasn't,
The world ending immediately.
Yeah. 1 million people are in danger. But he stops the artifact. He destroys the chair.
Sorry, I feel like we should clarify that 1 million people are in danger is funny to us because we've been watching, I don't even know what channel it was on. Scorpion?
It's CBS.
CBS.
It was a
CBS show Scorpion.
Oh my god.
Which is...
I've seen Scorpion twice.
I've seen a few sporadic episodes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's really bad. It's, in fact, extremely bad.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Across the board, on all fronts, characters, plot, filmmaking, etc. Yeah, no. It's,
That's not true. Sylvester's great. Sylvester's a great character.
There's some nuggets in there. There's genius nuggets.
There's a couple of scenes where I'm like, that was cute.
I do like the Urget episode. I've said before and I'll say it again. I like the concept of oh, your worst fears are being shown to you right now. I think that's a genius marketing Like, that's good for, like, a plot and a world and
Well,
characters.
maybe we'll have to do a Scorpion.
We can do it for just that one episode, but I would be up for doing the entire show, of course. Because it's bad. It is bad.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
Anyways,
we have
back
to get
to
through Warehouse 13
back to
first.
Warehouse
the show
13.
that's actually good.
No longer. Yeah, literally. Oh my gosh.
He comes back downstairs.
Yes, he goes back downstairs.
And there's like 10 seconds left on the bomb vest. They get the bomb vest off Mac and they're like, oh my god, we need to go. Pete runs outside with the bomb vest. Bomb explodes and Micah's like, oh my god, Pete, no. Is he dead? And he comes back and he's like, what? Because Micah's like yelling like, Pete, Pete, oh my god, Pete.
He's
like,
what?
what?
What? I'm fine. What?
Like, what? Oh my god.
And she like fully
Why'd you call me
passes out.
And then that's it. They basically go back to the warehouse.
Yeah.
And okay, at the beginning, something that we skipped because it's not that important. Pete's car is destroyed.
Yeah.
Or just not available to be used. So they have to use Artie's car, and he has a really nice car apparently.
Yes.
And so at the end of the episode they're like, so Artie, about your car, it's a really nice car. And he's like, what?
It was like Corinthian leather.
Corinthian? What was that, Corinthian leather? And he's like, what? Did you ding it? Did you ding it? And they're like, we needed somewhere to throw the bomb that was an enclosed space. And they like pull out his like cassette
player.
Cassette player, yeah. And they're like, we managed to save your cassette player. And he's like, oh my god, I love that car. I loved that car. He says it's so funny, too.
That's one of the best line deliveries, not even in this entire episode, but in this entire show.
Yeah. Where he's angry. He's immediately like, I loved that car. Like, fuck you. And they're like, haha, gotcha. Guess what? It's actually not exploded. That's what you get for making us think that the other one was in charge. Oh, just play that, like, Pete is in charge. Oh, just play that Mike is in charge.
That was a really great impression.
Thank you.
They're so siblings. Also, important detail about this scene, they got their cookies.
They got their oatmeal fucking scotchies on the table, milk, everything. It's amazing. I love the oatmeal scotchies. I love that they bring the oatmeal scotchies back.
Oh, yeah.
Like, many, many, many times. It's like one of the only cookies that... Not one of the only cookies, but I feel like it's his, like, signature cookie.
Yeah. It's his stress baking cookie.
Absolutely.
Because he's stressed.
He's always stressed.
Because guess what? At the end of this episode, the electricity starts acting up again. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
They go over to the fuse box. It's not a fuse box.
Not they. Just Artie.
Just Artie. Whatever. Anyways.
They've all left the warehouse. This
right.
is important for the next episode, though.
Right. And since it's an LED screen, it goes all wacky, and it's like, what's going on?
Goes and then goes black.
And then spells out the words, knock, knock, knock.
Bro, scary. Scary. The horror episode of Warehouse 13. The Lost Media Warehouse 13 horror episode.
And Artie says, quote, oh my god, he's in.
He's in. In English.
Nerd.
Nerdy.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen Disney movie The Sorcerer's Apprentice 2010 starring Nicolas Cage. Highly recommend.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Also another movie? Cirque du Freak, Colin the Vampire's Apprentice.
Oh my gosh. Cirque du Freak, Colin the Vampire's. It's the vampire's assistant.
Isn't it? No, I thought it was Apprentice.
I'm 99% sure it's assistant.
Oh no, right, because it's the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Yes.
The other one is
Cirque du Freak. Well, where's the movie?
Oh my god. Both of these movies are like B teen boy movies. And they have like A-list actors in both of them.
Yes.
Like, it's crazy.
Yes. And you know what? At least in Cirque du Freak, the A-list actor's doing like a genuinely good job.
Oh yeah. And Willem Dafoe is in it, but he's not in it that much. Well, Josh Hutcherson is in it.
Is he
A-list?
A-list?
Is he doing a good job? Yeah, I would say so. He's in fucking Hunger Games.
Oh, that's true.
People know Josh Hutcherson.
That's true.
He's in other stuff. Well,
I forgot.
He's in Five Nights at Freddy's.
Right, I forgot he was in Hunger Games, and I just thought about Five Nights at Freddy's, and I was like, yeah, like, I guess he's in Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah. Yeah. Commonly what most people would know Josh Hutcherson from.
I know him from Cirque du Freak, the Vampire's Assistant.
Which is my favorite movie that he's ever been in.
Frankly?
It's like it's in our blood.
How many times can we talk about something that's not where
Oh my god. Well, this episode is not that interesting.
That's true.
There's not that much, like, plot or, like, character development other than, you know, Pete and Micah being, like, buddies and getting to know each other more and, like, getting to be, like, you know...
Yeah. We find
friendly.
out that Pete is a former alcoholic.
Yeah. We find out that Micah hates men.
What's new? Four spot in the kitchen.
Truth.
And that the hacker's in.
The hacker. He's in.
I can't wait to get to the hacker.
Oh my god, the next episode? Love, 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 love. Love, love, love. Ugh, love.
I love that car.
Loved. It's a great... I mean, at this point, I feel like there are going to be some episodes where we just go off on a tangent about some other shit that's not even the episode.
That's fine.
Yeah, you
That's
guys
fine.
just have to be prepared for
More
that.
More people should be... I don't know if more people should know about Cirque du Freak, actually.
No, I don't think so.
First of all, it's called Cirque du Freak, which...
But that's illegal.
maybe if this takes off, we'll do an episode about just Cirque du Freak. We'll rewatch Cirque du Freak and
do one episode of Cirque du Freak and one episode of Sorcerer's Apprentice and one episode of, like, Fast and Furious 2. We'll turn it into the, like, films/shows that are integral to our lexicon.
Yeah.
Or something.
Integral to our miniature echo chamber.
Yeah, yeah. Ugh.
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 We don't really have anything else to talk about, do we?
No, I don't think that we do.
Should we do another question?
Sure, what question?
I did the question last time.
Okay, what's your favorite B-movie, and what artifact would you like to see from it, which is similar to last week's question, but...
Yeah, like,
Hey, what's our Cirque du Freak artifact? The spider? A vial of the spider venom.
Which, that would have to be like the spider is real and not a CGI spider.
Yes.
Which the spider is totally real. It's not bright fucking red, blue, and yellow.
Yeah.
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 I can't even think about what the frickin'... What is it called? The Sorcerer's Apprentice? What that would be?
The Sorcerer's Apprentice would be the ring.
Or would it... Oh, you're right.
It would be the ring.
It would be the ring.
And it would actually be like, oh, it actually works, you know.
Omarsh, there's a scene where Pete, like, accidentally makes a bunch of brooms do the thing that the brooms do in...
Oh my god.
In Fantasia.
That would be a great idea.
Hey, by the way, if you didn't know, the Sorcerer's Apprentice is based off of the fucking...
Fantasia.
Like, the one part of Fantasia.
That's Mickey Mouse.
That's Mickey Mouse.
And he's enchanting the brooms and the mops and the buckets to clean.
They made a full feature-length film about it.
Just about that. Just about that.
Just
like,
about
that's
that.
what... That was all of the information that it drew upon.
And
it's a Nicolas Cage movie.
And it's a Nicolas Cage movie. You know what? Nicolas Cage is not a good actor in that movie. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, yeah.
I do love it, though. It is incredibly enjoyable to watch.
Oh, yeah. It's... If you like B-movies, watch The Sorcerer's Apprentice. Watch Cirque du Freak: The Vampire's Assistant.
Yeah, double feature that shit.
Honestly, genuinely.
Genuinely?
They're both very fun. I told my sister about it.
Is she gonna watch them?
I think so.
Yeah.
I really hope so. I hope she watches Cirque du Freak.
That's illegal.
That's illegal.
Cirque du
It's like in our blood or something.
Anyways.
Thank you all for listening.
Yes.
Thank you all so much. If you want to find us somewhere, we are on Tumblr. We have a Tumblr blog. At
WTH is WH13.
Send an ask. Send some love. Send some gift sets about Pete in the zombie AU. Have some fun.
Someone make them. Not us, though.
Nope. Someone
Anyways,
else does that.
I don't know if we mentioned this in the other episodes, but we also have an email that you can reach us at.
Yes.
Which is also WTH is WH13
Yup.
at gmail.com.
At gmail.com. Thank you all so much for
Thank
listening.
you all so much if you've made it even this far.
Yup. We went off the beaten path many a time.
Anyways.
Bye-bye. Hey, this is weird.
This is weird. Isn't this weird? Isn't this bizarre?
And those are new outfits too. Those are
No, we need to keep this in the episode. This is crazy. She really just doesn't talk at all. This was not what I was thinking of when I was thinking of...
No.
I was just thinking of Ellen DeGeneres. I didn't know who these children were. She doesn't talk at all!
Oh, okay, good. There's this person who has summarized the comments for us, so we don't have to read them all.
Thank you.
80% of the comments. Oh, thank you, Samaya Shoaib 4256 7 years ago.
Hey, that's Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift cover.
Yup.
Thank you.
80% of comments equals poor Rosie. 10% of comments equals I love Sophia. 10% of comments equals they're so good.
Are they so good?
For children,
Hey,
they're alright.
they're so good, it presumes that one of them was actually doing something.
Did you ever watch The Ellen Show?
No, of course not. Why the fuck would I watch The Ellen Show?
I watched a lot of The Ellen Show as a kid.
And that's why you're gay.
Well, it certainly helped.
See, this would not be fun.
I think that if I were a child, because I, as a child, not currently, but as a child, was very into Taylor Swift. And if I were a child speaking to Taylor Swift, I probably wouldn't be able to say anything. I probably would have been like, Taylor Swift.
Oh my god, it's Taylor Swift.
I had a Taylor Swift Barbie doll.
That's crazy.
It had her, heart tattoo on her ankle, which may or may not be real, I don't know.
I'm not sure. Maybe she does have a tattoo.
I bet she has multiple tattoos.
I think we need to wrap this up. I think we
Okay.
need to wrap this episode up. Otherwise, we're just going to be talking about Sophia, Grace, and Rosie.
Well, I'll probably edit a chunk of the Sophia, Grace, and Rosie out. But maybe not all of it.
But maybe not all of it.
Who can say?
Anyway,